Hello, welcome. Did you know that two pieces of silver can be taxed completely differently? Okay, one could save you capital gains tax, while the other may not. Okay, before you even buy your first ounce, you could already be paying an extra 20% in tax. If you're stacking silver in the UK, understanding these taxes could save you a lot of money over the long term. So today, what I'm going to do, I will be explaining the difference between VAT and capital gains tax and why some coins have a huge advantage. What every UK silver stacker should know before making their purchase. So let's get started. So I've got my 5 coins here. So I recently purchased this last week, my first silver Britannia, and I will do a video on that. But so why is silver taxed differently? Okay, so one thing that surprises beginners is that silver isn't taxed the same way as gold. In the UK, investing in graded gold is generally exempt from VAT. Okay, silver is not. That means when you buy most silver bullion coins and bars from the UK dealers, you're usually paying around 20% VAT on top of that. If, for example, if the silver itself is worth around £100, you could end up paying around £120 before dealer premiums and delivery. Okay, that's the reason silver investors need the price to rise, so they just purchase premium before breaking even. Okay, so this is one thing. You see this spot price of silver, which might be £50, and you find a lot of people are selling above spot. It's very hard to find prices of silver around spot, particularly for coins. So let's look at VAT now. VAT is value added tax. Okay, it's the tax we pay on goods and services in the UK. With silver bullion, the current standard for VAT is 20%. That applies to when you're buying silver bars, silver Britannias, okay, silver Royal Mint coins. Okay, so many new stackers are surprised at this, of the issues that they hear when they hear that Britannias are tax free. That's partly true, which brings us to capital gains tax. Okay, so now what is capital gains tax? Capital gains tax is basically, or CGT, is completely different from VAT. VAT is paid when you buy. Capital gains tax is more applied when you sell for a profit. So here's where things get interesting now. So many legal tenders, UK tenders, when they buy coins from the Royal Mint, such as silver Britannias, they are exempt from capital gains tax for UK residents because they are legal tender. So on one of these coins, it should say, there you go. So it says £2. Okay, so it's legal tender. That's my Britannia. Here on my Dracula coin, same value. It will say £2. Okay, so this is legal tender. So technically, I could walk into a shop in the UK and use this as purchase. Okay, so example, if I pick up this Canadian maple, it's got $5 written here, but it's still not UK currency though, is it? So that means if silver rises significantly in years, you can sell your Britannias and gain those qualifying coins are not subject to capital gains tax. This is one of the biggest reasons why UK stackers love Britannia coins. Okay, now compare with silver bars. Now, I don't own any silver bars at the minute, but silver bars are not legal tender. I can't walk into a shop with a silver bar if I had one and said, I want to purchase this. Okay, they do not have written on them a value like these two coins here. So that means they don't qualify for this exemption and may be subject to capital gains tax if your overall taxable gains are exceeded the relevant allowance from the HMRC rules. Okay, it's worth checking them out. So, which is better, bars or coins? Coins usually cost a little bit more. But certain Royal Mint coins are valuable tax advantage when you're eventually sell them. Okay, bars are often have lower premiums. However, they don't benefit from the same capital gains tax exemptions because they aren't legal tender, the bars. That's why many UK investors are happy to pay slightly more higher costs when it comes to Britannia's, okay, because they see tax advantage are worthwhile over the long term. So does every silver coin qualify? This is another common misunderstanding. Okay, so not every single coin is capital gain tax exempt. For example, the American silver eagle here wouldn't be, as I talked about the Canadian maple wouldn't be. Mexican coin, no, wouldn't be. Okay, it would only be, these are bullion coins, but because they are not legal tender in the UK, issued by the Royal Mint, they don't qualify for same CGT exemptions available to qualifying British legal tender coins. Okay, so if tax efficiency is one of those priorities, it's worth checking whether the coin issued before you buy it. Okay, so personally, my approach, I do enjoy stacking different types of coins. I love the designs. I've talked about that. But there is a slight advantage to buying Britannia's. This is why I recommend, when first getting into stacking, go for coins that are from your home country. So if I was in America, I'd go for the thingy. It's a regal. If I was in Canada, I'd go for the Canadian maple, because there are slight advantages. So understand the rules before you purchase, and help those, once you understand the rules, they can help you make informed decisions. So taxes aren't the most exciting part of it, but it's important to know what the rules are. So remember these 3 key points. Number 1, most silver bullion purchase in the UK has a subject 20% VAT when you buy. Number 2, qualifying Royal Mint legal tender silver coins such as Britannia's are generally exempt from capital gains tax as UK residents. And number 3, we have silver bars don't have the same capital gains exemption as coins. So hopefully in this video you'll be a bit more understandable, and you won't be as confused when it comes to buying silver coins or buying silver bars. It's a little bit more easier to understand. I hope you found this helpful. It took me a while to understand the rules myself before I made the video. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on the topic. Do you prefer Britannia's, or do you prefer bars, or do you prefer other currencies, or just silver coins with designs on them? Okay, do let me know in the comments. Until next time, keep stacking 1 ounce at a time.